Good afternoon everyone. So my topic is all about terminologies of Sepak Takraw. So first, let us define what is Sepak Takraw. Sepak Takraw is a unique and a captivating sport. Combines the agility of soccer with the aerial dynamics of volleyball. This ancient game, originating from Southeast Asia, showcased the incredible skills of players as they utilize their feet, knees, and heads to propel the woven rattan ball over the net. So, Sepak Takraw is originating from Southeast Asia, and sa Sepak Takraw, sa paglalaro ng Sepak Takraw is ginagamit yung paa, tuhod, at ulo. So next is the meaning behind the name of Sepak Takraw. So, Sepak means a term used in Malaysia, Singapore, and Indonesia meaning to kick. So, yung sipak is ginagamit siya sa Malaysia, Singapore, and Indonesia nang ibig sabihin ay to kick. And the takraw means it is a Thai word meaning woven ball. So, it refers to the traditional rattan ball used in the sport. So next is the three dramatic Sepak Takraw moves. First, roll spike. The player jumps with their back to the net, rotates in the air, and kicks the ball over the opposite shoulder in a dramatic acrobatic motion. So the roll spike, the player jumps backward towards the net, spin mid-air, and kicks the ball over their opposite shoulder in a dynamic acrobatic move. Imagine a gymnast doing a black flip and kicking a ball over their head. So, yung player is nagja-jump siya backwards towards the net to kick the ball. And the next is sandbag spike. The player jumps with their back to the net and kicks the ball over the same shoulder as the kicking foot, similar to a bicycle kick in a soccer. So, yung sandbag spike naman is the player jumps backward towards the net and kicks the ball over the same shoulder as the kicking foot, resembling a bicycle kick in soccer. So, think of a soccer player scoring a goal with a bicycle kick, but instead of the ground, they're kicking the ball over the net. So, the player, sinisipa nila yung bola over the net instead of the ground. And the last one is seating, a high pass by one player to a teammate or to themselves, setting up a powerful spike on the next move. So, yung settings po is a high pass by a one player to a teammate or themselves, setting up a power spike on the next move. So, imagine a volleyball player setting the ball for a teammate to spike, but instead of hands, they're using their feet for a higher, more controlled pass. So, dito naman, kung sa volleyball, ginagamit yung kamay para ipasa yung bola sa kabila or sa opponents. Dito sa Sepak Takraw is to kick a ball, ginagamit nila yung paa to more control pass the ball. So, next naman is the serving and scoring. So, first is service toss. The ball is tossed to the server by one of the forwards. So, dito naman is before the server can initiate the serve, a teammate, typically one of the forward, tosses the ball to the server. This ensures that the server has a controlled start and can focus on the serve itself. So, the second one is service. The servers must kick the ball over the net in one attempt, which one put inside the serving circle. So, dito naman po is the server must kick the ball over the net in one attempt. So, one attempt lang po sila na mag-kick the ball over the net with one foot inside the serving circle. This is the crucial moment of the serve where the server aims to send the ball over the net and to the opponent's court. The requirement of one foot inside the serving circle ensures the server is properly positioned and doesn't gain an unfair advantage. So, yung server dapat is nakaposition siya ng maayos to doesn't gain an unfair advantage. And the last one is service over. If the serving team fails to return the ball, the opposing team becomes the serving team, but no point is awarded. So, dito naman po sa serving team, if the serving team fails to return the ball, the opposing team becomes the serving team, but no point is awarded. So, pag na-fails po sila or nag-fail po sila na ma-return yung ball to the opponent, so it means that the opposing team becomes the serving team at wala pong point na matatanggap yung team na yon. So this means that even though the serving team failed, they didn't lose a point. The serve simply transitioned to other team, giving them the opportunity to score. This rule emphasizes the importance of successful return and create a constant back and forth dynamic in game. So, dito naman tayo sa the Sepak Takraw ball. First, traditional bamboo rattan. It is historically, the ball was woven using natural materials like bamboo or rattan. So, yung Sepak Takraw ball is made of bamboo or rattan. It was crafted from natural materials like bamboo and rattan, showcasing the sport's origin in Southeast Asia. So, yung Sepak Takraw is made of rattan and bamboo, and it is originating in Southeast Asia. So, next naman is synthetic transformation. In 1982, a company introduced woven synthetic plastic balls which are now used by most players worldwide. So, in 1982, synthetic plastic balls were introduced, offering greater durability and consistency, and quickly becoming the standards for most players. So, sabi nga dito is 1982 nung na-introduce yung woven synthetic plastic balls. So, ginagamit ito ng halos lahat ng players worldwide. The last one is spherical shape. It is the Takraw ball maintains a consistent spherical shape regardless of the material used. So, dito naman sa spherical shape, despite the shape and materials, Sepak Takraw balls retain its spherical shape, ensuring a consistent and predictable flight path during gameplay. So, yung bola is, yung shape niya is spherical. Sabi nga dito is ensuring a consistent and predictable flight path during gameplay. So, next naman is the flow of a Sepak Takraw match. So, first is service toss. The ball is tossed to the server by one of the forwards. So, the player forward on the serving team tosses the ball to their teammate, setting up the service attempt. And the second one is service. The server kicks the ball over the net in one attempt with one foot inside the service circle. So, dito naman sa service, yung service is sisipain niya yung bola over the net in one attempt only at saka 1 put inside the serving circle. And the last one is rally. Players use their feet, knees, and heads to keep the ball in play, setting up powerful spikes. So, dito po is players on both teams use their feet, knees, and heads to keep the ball in play, creating a dynamic and exciting exchange of skills. So, dito nga sa paglalaro ng sepak takraw, like what I said earlier, that it uses feet, knees, and heads to keep the ball in play. So, dito naman tayo sa scoring system. So, the first one is set. First team to reach 15 points win the set. So, unang team or opponents na to reach 15 points is mananalo siya sa first set. And sa pangalawa naman is match. A match is the best 3 sets. The third set is played in a 6-point tiebreak. So, dito naman sa match is a sepak takraw match consists of the best of 3 sets with a 6-point tiebreak used to determine the winner of the third set if necessary. So, if sa sepak takraw is sa sepak takraw is may 3 sets, and if the 2 team will tie, so magkakaroon ng 6-point tiebreak para ma-determine kung sino ang panalo. And the last one is scoring. Scoring is a point is awarded when the opposing team fails to return the ball over the net. So, dito naman sa scoring sa sepak takraw, a point is awarded to a team when the opposing teams fail to return the ball over the net, emphasizing the importance of precise control and strategic plays. So, sa scoring ng sepak takraw is if nag-fail yung unang team to return the ball over the net, so points ng kabilang team yon to precise control and strategic plays. So, yun lamang po, and thank you so much.